Football, soccer, no matter what you call it, this sport captivates billions around the world. It's a simple game at its core. Two teams of 11 players each compete to score by getting the ball into the opposing goal. Yet, within this simplicity lies incredible complexity, passion and drama. This beautiful game boasts a rich history spanning centuries and continents. From ancient rituals to the modern professional era, football has evolved alongside human civilization itself. It's a journey marked by cultural exchange, fierce competition, and the enduring human desire for play. This essay explores the captivating history of football, tracing its roots back to ancient times and exploring its rise to global dominance. We'll delve into the game's early forms, the pivotal moments that shaped its development, and the cultural impact it has had on societies worldwide. Join us as we unravel the fascinating story of the world's most popular sport. The seeds of football were sown long before the modern era. Evidence suggests that ancient cultures engaged in games involving kicking a ball. One early ancestor of the sport originated in China over 2,000 years ago. Known as cuju, meaning kickball, it was a popular pastime during the Han Dynasty. Cuju involved two teams competing to kick a leather ball filled with feathers and hair into a net. Unlike modern football, the net was elevated on poles, requiring players to exhibit considerable skill and precision. Cuju served not only as entertainment, but also played a role in military training. Across the globe, ancient Greeks and Romans also enjoyed ball games with similarities to football. The Greeks had a game called episkeros, which involved two teams attempting to move a ball across boundary lines. The Romans, known for their love of spectacle, had harpastum. This game involved a smaller, heavier ball and a focus on retaining possession. While these ancient games differed significantly from modern football in their rules and equipment, they demonstrate the enduring human fascination with kicking a ball. These early forms of football laid the foundation for the sport's evolution over the centuries. The Middle Ages witnessed the emergence of folk football, a chaotic and often unruly ancestor of the modern game. Played across Europe, folk football involved large teams, minimal rules, and a healthy dose of mayhem. Villages would compete against each other, with the goal being to move a ball to a designated spot, often miles apart. Imagine hundreds of players, a mix of commoners and nobles, charging through fields, streets, and even rivers. The games often descended into brawls with few rules to govern play. Injuries were common, and there were even recorded instances of deaths occurring during these matches. Despite its chaotic nature, folk football played an important social role. It provided a release for pent-up energy and fostered a sense of community. However, its lack of structure and inherent danger led to growing calls for regulation. As the Renaissance dawned, so too did a growing desire for order and refinement. This desire extended to the realm of sport, paving the way for the development of more structured forms of football. The mid-19th century marked a turning point in the history of football. England, a nation undergoing rapid industrialization and urbanization, became the crucible for the game's transformation. Public schools, seeking to instill discipline and teamwork in their students, began codifying the rules of football. Each school developed its own version of the game, leading to a confusing array of rules and regulations. However, a common thread emerged, a shift away from the chaotic violence of folk football towards a more organized and skillful game. In 1848, a group of students from several prestigious English schools met at Cambridge University to establish a common set of rules for football. While not universally adopted, these Cambridge rules represented a significant step towards standardization. They introduced concepts like the offside rule and the use of a round ball, elements that would become central to the modern game. The defining moment in football's history came in 1863. Representatives from 12 London clubs and schools convened at the Freemasons' Tavern to form the Football Association, FA. Their goal was to create a single, unified code of rules for the game. The FA's rules prohibited carrying the ball and emphasized passing and dribbling, shaping the character of the sport we know today. While some clubs initially resisted these changes, the FA's influence grew and its rules gradually became the standard for football in England.